Hey guys, how are you today? Welcome to this lesson number 2 from Unit 3, Intermediate Level 13. So before we begin with this lesson, let's just quickly review the first part. And remember that for this unit, you will learn to make requests or ask for favors. One of them is directly person A to person B. So you are person A asking for a favor to person B. But remember, we also have indirect requests when you have person A, person B, and person C. Person A, it's you. Person B is the person that you are giving the message to, and person C is the final destination of your request, right? The person you want the information to get to. So let's just in lesson number 2 we'll focus on direct requests, okay? Asking for favors person A to person B. And just remember that we have these expressions. I told you that every time you have the conditional if with combination with would, which is a hypothetical situation, then it becomes the second conditional and you need to use the verb in the past, like checked and went. Otherwise, it's fine, use the present, right, with modals. Can I borrow? Could you lend me? Is it okay if I use? Do you mind if I use? But be careful when you use would for requests. With if, then you have to use the simple past. You could also have gerund phrases. Would you mind taking care of my pets? Right, taking. And finally, which is not a question, it is a statement. I was wondering if. Okay, so remember, they become they're easy requests to a little bit longer expressions to more formal or more polite requests. So these are the simple ones. Can I, could you, is it okay if? But then you have a lot of using mind. Do you mind if? Would it be alright if? Would you mind if? Would you mind? And I was wondering if. Alright? So this is important note for this lesson number 2. So let's go back to making direct requests. Alright? So here, as you can see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 different examples, very similar to the expression we have here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we will have one of each example. So let's check. Are you ready? Let's see if you get all of them correct. So yeah, I hope you get all of them correct. The first one. You have clues. As you can see, you have clues. And you just need to make the request correctly. So for example, we have can. We're going to be using the modal can, borrow as the action, and then book as the object. So how would you make this request? I'll give you a few seconds. All right. Well, let's go back and check. We have can, borrow, and book. Okay. So here it would be very similar to this first one. Instead of book, you would say, instead of phone, I'm sorry, you would say book. Can I borrow your book? Can I borrow your book? Number 2. Okay, we have could, help me, and then with this exercise. I'll give you a few seconds. What do you think? What's the request? Okay, keep that in mind. We'll continue and we'll check the answers in a little bit. Okay, so next one. Is it okay if? That's the expression. Give me is the action, and then right to work is the object. It is a right to work. Okay, what is it? What do you think? All right, let's continue with the next one. Do you mind if is the expression, use is the action, and your phone is the object. How would you make that request? Okay. Then next one is would it be alright if? That's the expression, you, that's the subject, and then take care of my cat. Okay. What would be the request? Alright, let's continue. The next one would be, would you mind if, as the expression, we as the subject, and then change seats, okay, as your object. Next one, would you mind is the expression. We have a gerund phrase, picking, right, with ing, picking up, and then brother from school as the object. What's the request? Okay, and finally, I was wondering if, the last expression, be the action, and then absent tomorrow. Remember that this one is not a question, it's a statement. What is the statement? The request. Alright, so let's take a look at the answers, see if you have all of them correct. So let's go with the first one. I told you as the example at the first one. And can borrow a book. Simple. Can I borrow your book? Right? Can I borrow your book? Number 2, we have the model could help me with this exercise. So easy. Could you help me with this exercise? Could you help me with this exercise? Number 3, is it okay if give me right to work? Is it okay if you gave me a right to work? Okay. Then, number 4, do you mind if use your phone? Do you mind if I use your phone? Okay, again, do you mind if I use your phone? Next one. Would it be alright if you take care of my cat? Okay, pay attention because we have would and then we have if, so we have to change the action. Would it be alright if you took care of my cat? Would it be alright if you took care of my cat? So, took. Next one. Would you mind if we change seats? Again, be careful. We have would and we have if, so we have to change the action. Would you mind if we changed seats? Would you mind if we changed seats? Next one. Would you mind we have a gerund ing, brother from school? Would you mind picking up my brother from school? Would you mind picking up my brother from school? And finally, I was wondering if be and then absent. Oh my god. Okay, so we have I was wondering if I can be absent tomorrow. I was wondering if I can be absent tomorrow. Alright, so these were the different ways you can make a request or ask for a favor. Remember, these are direct. Okay, asking for favors directly, similar to these. Alright, so this is the end of this lesson. I will see you for lesson number 3 to talk about making indirect requests. Have a nice day.